So guys, quickly before we start this recap, we have to talk about the big news we heard today on GMA, that Coltd is the new Bachelor. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't think I like it.
I'm not mad about it. I think there were definitely some better contenders, in my opinion.
Blake, Jason.
But what do you guys think? Do you like that Colton's gonna be the new Bachelor? Like, do you think he'll find love? Like, are you pissed? Like, how are you guys feeling? Let us know, please.
Yes. I don't think he's ready for this, but we'll see.
Hey guys, it's Viv
and G.
Welcome to our channel. So we just finished watching episode 9 of The Bachelor in Paradise. And tonight's episode was super cute. Lots of love, lots of relationships finally blossoming. Maybe a couple weird little parts.
Yeah, some witchcraft. I don't know what's happening.
But for the most part, super duper cute tonight. I felt the love.
So we started off the episode with some Bachelor in Paradise alumni. We had Jade and Tanner and Carly and Evan join, and they brought their babies too. So we see these two Bachelor in Paradise success stories enter, and they get to pick who goes on the next date. So everyone kind of meets with them and they talk about their relationships. A couple things that stood out to us, Camille and Annalise's time. He said that they were trying to slow things down, and you could tell on Annalise's face, she was like, wait, what?
Right.
But she was like kind of still agreeing with him, so I don't know.
Yeah, that was awkward.
A really sweet moment that we saw was when Jordan and Jenna were meeting with them and they were talking about kids. And it was just so adorable.
They're so cute. They're becoming cuter and cuter.
So in the end, Kendall and Joe, our favorite couple, hashtag
Kenjo.
ended up getting picked for the date.
So to their surprise, it was really a babysitting date. So super funny. They had to set up the crib and some of the like baby furniture, and then literally the couples just handed over their babies and off they went on their fabulous date while Kendall and Joe had to sit back and babysit. And it was so cute. Joe was like, yeah, I'm really good with kids. If they're gonna start crying, I'm just gonna make them laugh. And literally the whole time he was holding this baby and the baby would not stop crying. I felt so bad.
It was so funny. It was really sweet to see Kendall and Joe in this environment. It really brought out like a different side to them. Joe said, you know, I could really see Kendall being like such a good mother. And I think in that moment, he realized how real this experience is.
You could really tell just the way he was looking at Kendall, talking about her. He's really falling hard for Kendall.
After the couples came back to get their kids, they did say that they were sending Kendall and Joe on a proper date, but it doesn't look like we really got to see much of that.
They went to the beach, it looks like, and they had a really cute conversation. Like, you can just tell they're still super, super giddy with each other. And Joe is like one of those super cute, awkward guys. Like, he was trying to open up in like the most awkward, cute way you could. And it was just cute because Kendall's also super awkward and cute, and they're perfect together.
They are.
So back on Paradise while Kendall and Joe are enjoying their date, you see Jordan and Jenna on the daybed, and Jordan's like, you know, I can really like see myself as a dad. Like, I think I would be a really good dad. And then Jenna starts talking about baby names, and she was like, I really love the name Tucker and Cooper. And he's like, what? Those are awful names. Shutting them down, saying them in like ugly ways, like Tucker. Like, she's like, I don't care how many times you say it, I still love that name.
I agree with Jordan. I think they sound like dog names, but that's just me.
Yeah.
Also, something that was so adorable is Jordan said that he really thinks that Jenna's gonna change his life.
So cute. He's really falling for her.
Yeah, super hopeful for this relationship.
So, in the meantime, as all the couples are being super duper duper lovey, we have a very new couple, Cassandra and Eric, and they're talking at one of the tables, and pretty much they're on two totally different pages. Eric is super serious and is like, you know, we need to start slow as like friends. And she's like, what? Like, I'm not here to make friends. Like, I'm here to like find someone I could have either fun with or like love at the end of this.
Right.
And they just weren't seeing eye to eye. And she's like, you know, I just don't know that you're ready to be here. And it just was like a little bit of an awkward conversation.
Yeah, it really was. So Eric ends up talking to Kevin and he says he's emotionally drained. He just doesn't think he belongs here anymore. Still upset about the whole Angel situation, so he decides that he wants to leave Paradise.
Yeah. I think it was the right decision for him. So after Eric leaves, we end up getting a date card and it is for Chris. Chris the Goose. And and of course he goes over to Crystal and they're super excited. Yeah. They end up getting ready and it was super funny because as they're leaving, I don't know that they did this on purpose, but they totally matched. They were both wearing very like flowery like outfits.
Yeah.
And they're just so cute. They're so in love and you can just tell Crystal is like so in love with Chris. And during dinner, Chris was really pouring his heart out, ready to say, I love you, or I'm falling in love with you. And all of a sudden, a raccoon just runs by and distracts this whole conversation. I'm like, oh, raccoon, you just totally ruined this moment. But then Chris, brought it back and ended up telling Crystal, I'm in love with you. Like, I can't see myself here with anyone else. And she says the same thing. And it was just the sweetest conversation between those two.
It really was. I'm so happy that they finally took that next step.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a bonfire and everyone starts playing Truth or Dare. And it got really weird. There was one point where John and Olivia were like making out eating a pepper. And I don't know. And Camille just kept seeing Shushanna like stare at him. Like would not leave him alone.
Can you imagine? How uncomfortable.
And he's like sitting right next to Annalise and just like, oh my God, like why won't you stop staring at me? Like what is she doing? And this is one of those instances where this witch stuff ended up coming in.
Yes.
And I don't really get it, but apparently in like past seasons, they've said weird things about her and they think that she's a witch or something. So basically, she's just really creeping out Camille. And she's just not getting that he's not into her.
She said something like, I want what I can't have. But girl, like you're here to find love and someone already told you they're not interested in you. Leave it alone. Come on.
Seriously.
He's not even playing that game with you, like, hard to get. No, he's literally telling you, I am not interested. Get the picture, Shushanna.
So the next day, Shushanna pulls Camille aside and says, come to the hot tub with me. They're sitting by the hot tub and she's still not taking no for an answer. It's so crazy.
It's kind of weird.
Mm-hmm. And he's like, listen, like I'm with Annalise, like I've told you this before, like I just don't feel the connection with you. And she's just like, I don't believe you. Like, what? He's told you multiple times now, like you're making a fool of yourself, so stop.
Yeah.
Camille goes back to Annalise, tells her what happened, and she's like, you know what, I'll go talk to her. And he's like, so turned on by that. He's like, yeah, that's my girl, like thanks, like I really appreciate you doing that. Annalise goes over to Shushanna, and Shushanna's not even having it. She's like, do I have to talk to you? Like,
so rude.
What? They do end up talking, and she says, we're together, leave us alone. She goes back to Camille, and he's just so happy that she stuck up for their relationship. And in that moment, I think he was really seeing how much he really cared for her. Mm-hmm. And he was like, she's the total package. Like, this girl gets me inside and out.
So throughout the episode, Jordan, the New Zealand Jordan, is really trying to pursue Shushanna. There's little clips of it throughout the episode. And at some point it gets like a little awkward because it's just like, I feel so bad for Jordan. Shushanna's just like, okay, like leave me alone pretty much. Just don't talk to me. He ends up getting the date card. He goes back to Shushanna, asks her, hey, would you like to go on this date? She said something along the lines of like, I haven't let like the whole idea of Camille and I go yet. And it's just
stupid.
It's so dumb. So Jordan from New Zealand ends up going and asking Cassandra, and she said yes. Mm-hmm. And they had a fun, what looked like a super fun, playful date at the beach.
So we have a new guy join Paradise today. It was Diggy from Rachel's season. Oh, we love him. He's so handsome. And he was definitely a really good, fresh addition to Paradise.
Yeah.
So Diggy comes into Paradise and he first asked Shushanna out on the date and she says no. So it's 2 dates in a row now she said no to.
Yep.
In the end, he ends up picking Olivia to go on the date with him.
So after Olivia accepts this date from Diggy, she goes back to sit with Shushanna. And after their conversation, Shushanna realizes like, oh my gosh, why am I wasting my time? Like, so mesmerized and obsessed with Camille pretty much. And is like, wow, I'm messing up. And now New Zealand Jordan is on his date with Cassandra. So when those two got back from their date, Shushanna had this little bonfire set up for her and Jordan, New Zealand Jordan, to have this conversation. And I guess she had like a little dessert or something. They didn't show it. Yeah. But they ended up having this conversation. And imagine the confusion Jordan must be thinking. Like, what, dude? All day I was trying to pursue you, then you denied me a date, and now you want to talk? Like, what is going on with this girl? He's super confused. She walks away all emotional, like, oh, I just want to find love. And then he goes and consoles her, which was really nice of him to do. But yeah, Shushanna, you need to focus on why you're there.
And something that was so weird, but there was like a picture of Camille in the bonfire that Shushanna supposedly set up for her and Jordan. I don't know. I didn't see her put it in there.
I feel like it was production.
I don't know. It was weird. Like, I think they were just playing up on that whole, like, witch thing.
Right.
Who knows?
So then we go to Olivia and Diggy's date, and there's some chemistry, I would say.
Yeah.
She is super attracted to him. Like, she's very vocal about it. So that kind of is like, oh my gosh, what about John? But hey, it's her week this week, so she really gets to pick on who she's feeling it with, Diggy or John. Who do you guys think she's gonna pick next week, Diggy or John?
So basically, that wraps up episode 9 of Bachelor in Paradise. We are so excited for the 2-part finale next week. And there was a little bit of a spoiler when John said, this is gonna be a shit show. So it looks like there's a lot of crying, maybe couples breaking up, maybe couples getting engaged. I don't know. And I'm also so excited for the tell-all after.
Yes, that's like one of my favorite things, the tell-all.
Yes.
We get the inside dirt.
Who do you guys think is gonna get engaged on Paradise?
And do you guys think anyone's gonna split up?
Currently, our favorite couple is #Kenjo. Thank you guys so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video. Please make sure to give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button and the bell notification so you guys can see every time we upload a new video.
We hope you enjoyed, and we will see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.